Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm Caleb. Yeah, sorry, I was just shooting a YouTube video. Well, folks, it is the end of a short and unimpressive era. The era of Phoenix Resale semi-daily vlogs. They did not end up being daily vlogs, and a lot of them I think ended up being kind of redundant just because so much of what I sell is video games. So I've decided I'm gonna try to move a little bit away from that and more towards theme-based videos, for as long as I can think of them. That said, I think on Mondays I probably still will do what sold videos, because when I have a whole bunch of weekend orders, it tends to spice things up a little bit. And today is Monday, so that was no exception. I think I had 40 merchant fulfilled orders on Amazon and maybe 18 on eBay. So really solid weekend, and I'm gonna get to pulling those right now. Alrighty, first things first, gotta pull the orders from the shed. Does my face look kind of sunburnt almost? Kind of pink? In reality, I'm pasty as heck. So the first thing is a hat. Let's see if I can find it here. All right, here it is. It's this San Francisco Giants mesh snapback vintage that sold for 17 bucks with free shipping. Then the next thing is this vintage Futaba RC car remote control that sold for 20 bucks with plus shipping. Then a kind of unsurprising sale here. I sold this lot of Nerf magazines. Finally, I've been sitting on these since last summer for 27 bucks plus shipping. So a pretty good sale there. Amount of shoes and media and stuff from this shed. And by the way, I just want to say, you know that you have truly made it as a reseller when you have two sheds. That's pretty much the only metric that matters, is the number of sheds you have, and two is pretty much optimal. So I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I do have two sheds. So sold both copies of SWAT Season 2 for 13 bucks with free shipping a piece. Then I sold this lot of Jack and Daxter PlayStation 2 games for 20 bucks, I think, with free shipping. So pretty happy with that. I would have only been able to get like 2 or 3 bucks a piece for these on Amazon selling individually. Oh, probably should take that Goodwill sticker off. So 20 bucks for the lot is a solid deal for me. Then I sold a couple things from this box right here. Sold this e-reader here for $13 with free shipping. And then also sold this 4 parts, kind of crappy looking Game Boy Pocket for 15 bucks with free shipping. Then I had a few shoe sales, which is pretty nice. As you can see, I've got plenty. I sold these Adidas Pure Boosts that I got for 2 bucks at a yard sale. You can see they're in really nice shape for $28 plus shipping. Then I sold some Adidas Venom indoor soccer shoes here. These I remember I got at a thrift store for I think either 6 or 8 bucks. They're in pretty nice shape. Probably wouldn't buy again because they only ended up selling for 18 bucks plus shipping, but I will still take it. Then the last item I believe from out here in the shed are these Brooks Launch 5s, which in retrospect, I think could have sold for more if I would have had better photos. I listed these fairly early on before I had my photo box. You can see they're in nice shape. And they sold for 35 plus shipping. I want to say I picked these up for like 10 or 12, probably at a thrift store. And of course, I forgot one thing out there. These, I think Jambu sandals sold for $24 with free shipping. They'll go first class pretty easy. They're pretty light. And those came from my mother's Goodwill pile, so they were free. Had a couple fun Pokemon game sales from this weekend. Pokemon Emerald. These you may recognize from Switch trade that I did this weekend, and they sold very quickly. They both have dead batteries, so I listed them on eBay. This one went for $62 with free shipping, or actually plus shipping on that, I think. And this went for $35 with free shipping. So I sold a couple of these a while back for $55 a piece. They also both had dead batteries, so that's a pretty solid price to get for those. They weren't super inflated. Maybe if I did have the battery, I probably could have gotten a bit more, but I think these batteries are actually different than the Game Boy Colors, so would have had to buy some replacements, and I just didn't really feel like it, so they are going out the door as is. I sold this pair of super fancy gaming headphones for $35 with free shipping. These actually were sort of a sneaky pricing error arbitrage deal that I got a while back. Sent them into Amazon, they got returned, got them back here, tested them, they worked just fine, and just decided to flip them a little quicker on eBay, get them out the door again. So not a bad profit there. I think I paid like 15 bucks for them, so still making a little bit even after return fees and stuff. Then the last eBay sale is this really cool leather American Hunting Club bomber jacket. I'll show you guys the inside of this. It looks really cool. So we've got a neat little emblem here on the front, but the best part is the lining is actually a map of North America. So a super neat item here. Got a nice tag. It's really quality. You can tell, Burke's Bay. Paid 12 bucks for this at a thrift store. I really thought that it would go for 40 to 50, but ended up taking a best offer of 30 bucks because it sat for a while and I don't really feel like holding it until next fall. So out the door it goes. All right, well, eBay orders are done. Now it's time to move on to Amazon. I'm kind of regretting, I do this thing in the mornings where I try not to let myself eat until all my orders are packed up, just as kind of like a discipline thing to motivate myself. And I'll tell you what, it's 12 right now, and Mondays tend to be pretty hungry for me. So questioning that decision right now, but I'm gonna do my best to get all these packed up pretty quick. Alrighty, so here are all my Amazon orders that I just pulled. I'm going to go through these kind of rapid fire. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of Roses sold for 13 bucks and some change. Assassin's Creed sold for 27. Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS sold for 15. Call of Duty Ghosts. This one actually went down a pretty good amount. I listed it for 23 and it ended up selling for 13. I don't really know why that was. But anyway, it's out the door. This one, Sly Collection, was absolutely crazy. I actually pulled up the Keepa graph on this because it's really wild. So check this out. I was like, wait a second. I thought this was like a $18 game, and it turns out for most of the year it pretty much was. You can see 17, 18 around there for used copies. But check this out. Most recently, it skyrocketed, and I sold this copy for $53. Absolutely wild. It is in very good condition with the manual and everything, so an excellent price to get for that. Let me go back over to my prices here. We got NASCAR 15 here. This is a good Bolo game, sold for 37 bucks, and that's missing the manual. This in here is New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. It sold for 32. In disc-only condition. NFL Street 2, disc-only for 23. Then this guy, my other Night Bus Lego set that I got retail arbitrage for 32 bucks, sold for 67, so that's nice. Got Cooking Mama 3 Chop and Shop. Cooking Mama's been selling really well recently for some reason. I don't know why. That sold for 22. Then I've got, this is a disc-only copy of Resident Evil Biohazard on the PS4, sold for 16. A couple more copies of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Those each went for $27. Then we've got Mario Kart 7 here, sold for $20. Good price to get for that. This is a disc-only copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, sold for $15. Then this last stack here, we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm for the PS3, sold for $17. 2K Sports All Pro Football 2K8, sold for $27. Then this was an interesting case. I listed these about a week and a half ago, these 4 new Paw Patrols, and I saw that there was somebody kind of undercutting by a few bucks. I listed these as the second highest listing at $19.99, and as soon as they ran out a couple days ago, these all sold pretty much immediately. So those went for $19.99. And I got them each for like a few bucks, I'd say. Boy, Pokemon Soul Silver. This is an incredible case. So previously, this game was probably going for about $60 in cartridge-only condition. And this one just sold for me for $124. Just the cartridge, which is really incredible. So obviously very happy with that sale. I don't see that really ever being that price again for a long time. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword sold for $15. I'm running out of room on my desk here. Another Cooking Mama Chop and Shop sold for $22. Told you those are selling really well. Sly Cooper, this one is not nearly as inflated, but still a good price, $28 for that. We have Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Sky, sold for $27, and Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS, sold for $23. I'm running out of breath here. This is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution for the 360 disc only, which sold for $25. Glover, the classic, sold for, I think, $15. Let me pull that up here. Yep, $16. This Monster Energy Supercross 2 is kind of wild. I got these. They were priced at $29 on Target.com, but they were buy 2 get 1 free. So this was like $20 plus tax, and it just sold for $56.88, which is a great price to get for it. This is Super Mario Galaxy 2 disc only, and that sold for $29. And last but not least, WWE 2K16 on the 360 sold for $14. And finally, I sold this Xbox 360, pretty plain, 250 gig slim for $200. So really excellent price on that as well. And let's get this all packed up. Alrighty, well, all of my shipping for the day is done. You can see back there, I think it ended up being 61 total orders, which I believe is actually my second best weekend ever. The other one being Black Friday weekend. So really happy with sales this weekend. I mentioned earlier that I'm thinking about switching up my video game a little bit. And I'm debating right now, wanted to get some input on what I should tackle next. I had a couple ideas. One was to do a short video of some of my like resale trophies. So I'm not a huge collector, but sometimes when I do like big deals or things like that, I'll keep little tokens of them. You can probably see I have like a little shelf of them up there. Was thinking about doing a video sort of saying the stories behind those things Thought it could be kind of fun. Had another idea for a video on negotiation tactics. That's one that I've been sort of toying with for a while, and I've had a couple of people ask me, especially regarding pawn shops, how to go about that. So I'm interested on feedback that you guys might have on either of those ideas, what you'd want to see more, or if you have any other video ideas that you would rather me just dedicate a whole video to a specific topic or question. Definitely let me know those down in the comments. I believe that'll mostly be it for today's video. Got some listing to do a little bit later today, and then also editing a video, which I think you guys will have already seen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna post that before this. So anyway, thank you guys as always for watching, and I will catch you on the flip.